Merry Christmas and happy holidays from the Girl Slingers team to you and your family. Today we've got hands. 'Tis the season to be sharing, so we have the perfect roast for you to share with your family on this Christmas holiday. Today we're doing a prime rib roast. It's the first thing we actually ever shot, but it's never gonna come out until now. That does not make any sense. Whatever, let's roll smoke. All right, so let's walk back the clock real quick. December 2020, back when Girl Slingers was in its just formative real weeks at this point. We came out on the patio, we had none of this even ready to go. And I was smoking a ribeye roast. And we decided to, hey, let's bring the cameras out, let's see what it looks like. This is probably on screen right now, hopefully. But we had no idea what we're doing, and I think at points there's still that I don't know what I'm doing. But we are going to do a ribeye roast today. So let's go ahead and clear the air real quick. There's a lot of misconception and a lot of names that fly around when you're talking about a ribeye roast, a prime ribeye roast. Is that fine? Prime rib is a dish. It is not indicative of a certain cut of meat. You can do it with choice, you can do it with prime, you can do it with select. Prime rib is basically a roast ribeye roast, a roast ribeye roast. Too late to quit. I've got it going today. A prime rib is a ribeye roast that is served medium rare to rare, typically served, with, Worcestershire pudding or popovers, mashed potatoes, all your classic sides that you would get at a steakhouse. To get the prep done, you'll notice this has a fat cap here, so we're gonna trim some of that back. You'll see right here, we got that fat cap. It's kind of hard, so we're gonna go ahead and just trim some of that back. Now, in my household growing up, turkey was still the go-to meal for Christmas, and it had been like that for essentially, 28, 29 years. And I had basically pestered my father multiple times to let me do one of these. And last year was actually the first time I got to do it. And needless to say, I think it's going to be in rotation from now on. If prime rib or roast is something that you guys typically do for the holidays, this is a great way to kind of change it up since we're smoking it. The one thing that it does kind of make a little difficult, if you're used to serving it with like an au jus or like, making a gravy from this, when you're smoking it, it tends to dry out, and then that jus, if you're trying to save it, it gets really smoky. So I'd recommend just making your own to go with it. So we have exposed here the spinalis muscle, which is typically in this section right here of the ribeye. This is like the super tender part of the ribeye. It's my personal favorite. We just want to make sure that we can get seasoning down into that muscle. My seasoning's right here. We're just using our SPG rub. We're gonna go ahead and just dust the outside of it. Go. No need to use a binder on ribeye since it's got a lot of intramuscular fat. It's gonna stick to it. And I think that once we've got this on the smoker, I'm pretty sure Natalie's got a dessert that'll actually tie in pretty well with this. So we're gonna let this sit and kind of let the seasoning kind of get in there for about 15 to 20 minutes. Once that's done, we're gonna get it on the smoker, and we're running on the drum today with coals, and we also have a couple oak planks in there. We're looking for a temperature about 250 to 300 on the drum. And then on the actual roast, we're gonna check with our remote probe. We're looking to go for rare to medium rare. It's gonna be pink throughout. That's kind of how these things work. But basically this is roast whole, then slice and serve. So let it rest, and then we'll get it on the drum. All right, so our roast has been resting for about 15 minutes. We're starting to see the salt sweat in. So we're gonna go ahead and grab a probe here that I am not gonna grab when it's hot, when I take it out of the smoker. I learned my lesson last time. Okay, we're just gonna go dead center here.
That's not dead center. That's not on.
I hate my life. Close enough for barbecue, okay? All right, so this is gonna go onto our drum smoker. We're just gonna let it roll. It should take 2 to 3 hours. I think it might be a little bit quicker than that, but we're using a remote temp probe, so we'll be able to see the temperature as it's going. No need to spritz here. We're pretty much just going for, that rare to medium rare range. So we're gonna go ahead and get it on, and we'll see you in a little bit. Well, it looks like we're gonna get dessert started right now while our roast is on the smoker, and so yeah, that's what we're looking at. Yeah, you wanna come on?
Hey. Hi guys! So today I'm making a luscious, creamy eggnog custard pie. I'm not a huge eggnog drinker, but I do love the flavors, and what screams more Christmas spirit than eggnog?
I mean, anything that has spirit in it, I'm generally down for, and it's Christmas time.
Maybe that shirt.
Yeah.
Let's get started. I'm putting him to work for this segment. We're gonna start with the crust. So We're gonna throw these in the processor here.
Okay. What kind of cookies are these?
These are Biscoff cookies. Have you ever had these?
I mean, I definitely have, but I mean, we're doing a cooking segment, so what do they taste like?
It's like a ginger snap cookie.
Okay.
So yeah, just kind of crush these up.
I thought I was the one being put to work here.
Here, go ahead. I'm showing you how to do it.
Okay, I've definitely seen you do this before. Contrary to popular belief, we do test run our recipes.
Crush them.
Sometimes. If you can guess which ones we haven't test run, leave a comment below, and maybe if you guess it correctly, we'll send you something nice. Maybe. Here, where's the lid? I took the lid off. Hang on. Doing the whole pack, right? Okay. So after we do this, what are we looking at?
So next, after these are all crushed up, we're looking for a sand-like consistency on the cookies. And so once they're all crushed up, we're gonna add melted butter to this.
So is this gonna give us almost like that graham cracker crust kind of vibe? Okay.
That's exactly what it's gonna be.
Gotcha. Does that look good?
Yeah.
Okay. So next we're doing that, right?
Crust.
Okay. So where are we gonna mix this? Just in the pie tin?
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's a full cookie in here.
Because you didn't crush them like I told you to.
Well.
So we're gonna throw the butter in. Just kind of mix it all together. Make sure everything is moist.
Now, is that salted or unsalted butter?
Unsalted.
Again, do you remember when she said that she was putting me to work?
I don't trust you. You didn't crush all the cookies like I asked you to.
Love you too, babe.
From here, we're gonna try to pat this down
Should we do it by hand?
evenly. Yeah, you can. All along the sides and the bottom. There, go ahead. And then while he's working on that, we have the eggs out, we have our milk and our eggnog. We're letting it sit out for a little bit because we want everything to be room temperature. That way when we throw this in the oven, it cooks evenly.
Cool.
All right, we're gonna throw this in the oven for 10 minutes. We're gonna bake it at 350. All right, let's move on to the custard. We need to beat the eggs before we throw anything else in there. So do you want to crack those?
Sure.
And then whip those up.
Yes.
Like,
She says put me to work and then doesn't let me do anything.
micromanaging you.
I already deal with that enough in my day-to-day life.
Don't forget you can't.
What's next?
We're gonna add the vanilla. Oh, and the sugar. Forgot the sugar. We're gonna add 1.5 cup or half a cup of sugar.
Cool. So you got sugar?
Yes.
Let's hit it. How much sugar was that?
Half a cup.
Okay. All right. I'd say you're good to go.
All right. We're gonna throw in the eggnog and the milk.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So we bought eggnog this time around, but you can also make yours. It's really simple.
Finish the segment.
I will take this out. All right, I'm gonna try not to make a mess. This is gonna go in the oven for 45 minutes.
Shee. All right, so our ribeye roast hit temp, so we're gonna tent it with some foil, which I hide underneath the table. Okay. We're gonna let this rest for about 15 minutes. After that, you're pretty much ready to slice and serve. So we'll be back in about, in your time, about a second. For us, 15 minutes. Okay, so resting time is done.
And pie is done too.
That's good timing. Which one do you want to try first?
Let's try the roast.
All right. Let me get in here. Prop plane? Helicopter. Man, look at that color. Shoo! Now I know that you really like the end cuts. Right? You want a little bit of this spinalis or you want the actual steak? Okay. That one's for you.
It's a really big bite. Thank you.
That one's for me. Here's a fork for you. Steak cheers.
Cheers.
A little bit of cheers. I know you guys can't see it at home, but all the dogs are right. You can hear it. They're all under our feet right now. There's just something about smoking this with charcoal and oak.
Just smoking it in general, I think, gives it a whole different flavor.
Well, that and like the thing is like when you're smoking a roast like this, you think it comes out dry, but like you can look at the board here. I mean, it's just. I'm coming back in again. Here, you can have that. Perfectly tender. Tons of flavor.
So
Ain't nothing like it. Let's try the dessert.
let's move on to dessert.
Ooh, that clean cut though. Okay. You get first dibs.
All right.
That texture's perfect.
Yeah. This is exactly what you want in a custard pie.
I think it's like the thing is to me, it's like custard pie is not super like popular, right? The flavor you get from the crust, it's not overly crispy, but it keeps that structure. And then the pie itself is just delicious. Well, that concludes our Christmas special. So I'd like to say from my family to yours, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Thanks for checking us out. Please remember, like, subscribe, drop a comment below, hit the notification bell. That's the best Christmas present you can give us. And we hope that you try this recipe, try it for your family, try it whatever, you know. Again, happy holidays, much love. Y'all take care. We'll see you next time.
Merry Christmas.